We're good? All right. Good book, by the way. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 72nd episode of the Koi Market Koi Marketplace. We had some technical issues this morning. I don't really know what happened. We had to restart the phone a couple of times, jump up and down a couple of times, and Michael is now holding one hand up in the air and say good morning, everyone. I know you don't like it, but say good morning. And look, there's Gabe behind the desk. You never see Gabe behind the desk. Gabe is doing a little bit of work on the computer. He's entering in a couple of products. Gabe, you having a lot of fun? And Michael is super happy today. Look at how happy he is. He is just bursting. Good morning, Telma. Good morning, Burger. Well, good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, we started quite a bit late. It's 13 minutes later than we normally start. We did have a whole bunch of technical issues. As you can see, I don't know if you can hear it, but let me see. Put the microphone up to the plastic here. Let me know if you can hear that. The rain is pounding down on the roof, and it's really coming down. So normally we actually do pretty good, we do a lot of sales when it rains. I guess customers can't really go out, so they figure might as well go and get my stuff done for my pond. I'll go pick up stuff that I need to get. So we're usually pretty crowded on a Saturday or on a rainy day, except when it rains like this. When it rains like this, then nobody's going out. I actually had a garbage bag over my head before, running around trying to get some stuff done outside. But lots of things have happened. Outdoors and in. Obviously, you guys saw the waterfall last week. We were pretty excited about that. It came out amazing. We're trying to figure out how we're going to secure the koi. We did create. We had created these. What would you call them? What would you call that, Michael? These kind of pedestals with a base on them that could basically get stone put on top of that when we were going to be putting the koi into the waterfall area. But since the koi are now outside the waterfall area because they're so big, they were just blocking too much, we have to come up with another method. We may still do something with what we have and maybe just sink them into cements. Or I may just, I hate that I have to do this, but I might have to put some kind of chain around the tail and then run that chain over to something to secure it down, because if we put them outside, someone's going to run away with them. So we have to protect them. And I can't get them again. They came from Indonesia. It took us 2 years to get those things, and it's just not happening again. So good morning, everyone. Who's on? 10 people are on. Any names?
Chris, Brian.
Good morning, Chris. Chris was here. Was Chris here? No, Chris, we shipped fish to Chris. We shipped fish to Chris the other day. We posted some of the fish. Some absolutely gorgeous fish. Why we posted some fish? Did we post stuff? I don't remember. I know we posted some fish for Mr. Blumenreiter. Gorgeous fish. We need to start posting more fish when we ship them. Can we start taking a video? If you get a chance. I know you're running around like crazy, but if you guys are... Huh? Heath came by yesterday with his family, and that was great. He was actually here for 2 days. They spent some time out in Montauk, and they spent a bunch of time here with Michael, and they picked some nice fish, and they had a whole bunch of fish that they also had picked already, and they were picking up. They had a really, really, really long drive. It was like a 7-hour drive, I think. And I think the GPS said they were going to get home at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sure you guys are pretty tired. I'm sure, Heath, you're not on the show today. Is he? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Heath. Good morning, Michael. What? Hang the fish from a tree. I don't think we're going to hang them from a tree, Michael, but we're going to do something with them. I actually had the sign guy here yesterday. I don't know if Anthony ever joins on, but if Anthony jumps on. Good morning, Anthony. He was here yesterday. We were going over a sign for the waterfall area, a sign for the entrance, a sign for up in here, and then we want to do signage around the store that basically shows where everything is in the store. You know, filtration, pumps, UVs, water treatments, koi food, etc. So we'll have some signage all around. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. We'll have, I think, you guys know what I'm talking about when I say, like, when you go to Disney and they have like a sign, it's like a post, and it'll have you know, Japan 2,000 miles that way, store this way, koi house that way. So we're going to do something like that, is the idea anyway. So we're going to have a pole on the ground, and it's going to have a bunch of signs. One of them will be, I think Japan, we actually looked it up, it was like 6,800 miles away. So we'll have one thing that says Japan 6,800 miles away, and the other one will say big koi house, and then small koi house, store, aquatic plants. It'll be pretty cool. And yeah, that's really it. We have a lot of signs that we want to do for the store to kind of guide everyone where they have to go. Any questions before we start walking around? It's because it's raining outside, we're not going to do too much outside. It's probably going to be a bit of a shorter show today. One really cool thing, if you guys are interested, we're going to go and talk to Mauro Stemburger. Mauro Stemburger is here with Chris today. Mauro is probably one of the top bonsai artists in the world. He's really amazing, and he's styling some trees right now as we speak. So we're going to go out there and we're going to talk to him. I asked him a couple of questions. They're kind of like a little mini interview. We'll do that in a few minutes. I wanted to take you around the store really quick. Let's walk around the store really quick. So the store is now filled with product. Our sections are pretty much done. This section here and this section here, I don't know what we're doing with yet. Right now it just has stuff on it. So I'm not sure where we're going to go with these. I'm kind of pointing, but we have to do something with these sections here. They're kind of like a mishmash of different things. We have lighting and stuff over there, and maybe we'll stick with that. I want to get some fountain spitters and things in, so we're probably going to display them up in that area over by the lighting, and a bunch of other stuff is going to come off of there. I mean, our koi food section is our koi food section, and the water treatment section and medications is over here, and we carry, obviously, the stuff that we believe in, the product that we use all the time, the product that we would use on our own fish. You can see our filtration section is almost done. Our filtration section is almost done. I have one more filter we're adding to this, which is the 6.3 bead filter. You can see I actually sold one of the multi-ports off. A customer came and needed a multi-port desperately, so we sold the one off of the filter. We have our green resets here. Over to the right is our basic startup, and we have an aquascape skimmer and waterfall box, and we have multiple sizes of each of those. Then we have our green reset pressurized filters right here, and then we have our bead filters, and this is actually going to get shifted over a little bit more as we add more product. Then we have our Baki showers and stuff over here. And here's our pump section here, right over here. And the reason why I'm doing this, I know you guys have seen this stuff before, is because I wanted to kind of do a walkthrough, because I'm going to take you over to the new section, which is getting done now. You okay to be on camera? You're going to end up being on camera briefly. Okay. This is Steve. Say good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
How many people are on? 20 people are on. All right. So Steve was the master carpenter who built all this for us. He did an amazing job with the aquarium section, and what I'm going to show you over here is the new goldfish tank. So come on this way. Chris fabricated this. He welded this all together. This is the new area for, this is going to be a bonsai here. So maybe some bonsai trees, but mostly bonsai pots and supplies in this area. He's going to fabricate another standalone piece that's going to match this here. It's going to go right here. So it'll be, same height as what's over here. It'll go right here. And basically this little L section will be the bonsai area in here. I actually got this from where we were previously. We were at Main Street Nursery, and they were throwing this away. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just try and save it. So we're going to, I don't know if we're going to keep books on there, which, guys, if you need some books, excellent book. I have, I think, one left. Is this the last? This is the last book in the entire country that's available here of Secrets of Koi Unraveled. If you want this book, this is the last one. Let me know if you're interested. It is the last one, and yeah, it is the last one. That one's not signed. Interesting, I actually have a signed copy of, I think it's, this is Koi Kichi. This is written by Peter Waddington, the famous Peter Waddington, who unfortunately had passed away last year or the year before. And it's actually a signed copy from Peter Waddington of Koi Kichi. You know, he was an amazing, amazing guy who really was the one that brought Nishiki-goi to the world. You know, Nishiki-goi was really just in Japan, and he traveled out to Japan, and sawdust everywhere. He traveled to Japan, he wrote a whole bunch of books about it, and really brought Nishiki-goi to the rest of the world. We had no idea that we were going to become so obsessed with this hobby. It all started with Peter Waddington, so thank you, Peter, and the Waddington family. If you guys are interested in any books, there is actually a really cool book that, although old, this is now, I think, from 2000, I'm going to say 2006. This is a Koi Health and Disease Bible written by Eric Johnson. I still refer back to this book. It's a great book. I think I have a couple of these in stock if you guys are interested. A really good book. We actually have a few copies of Mamoru Kodama's book here, and this book is all about breeders in Japan. So if you're interested in breeders in Japan, I have a couple of copies of this too. For all the time that I have to read books, so there's not very much time. But I do have a couple of other books under there somewhere. I know we have some more books somewhere. But I wanted to go over this section here, and sorry it's being hidden right now, but this is the new goldfish tank. Check that out. So this is a look-down tank, similar to the tanks that we have inside in the Tosai house and the Big Koi house. So the idea here is we'll have Sarasas, Joaquin, some calico fantails, shubunkins. They'll live in this tank here. We'll probably section this off here. Is it leaking? You see water there? Oh no, I would pull the hose out before. I was in there putting the drain in. So we'll have a green reset filter right where Michael is standing, where the camera is, right there. And customers can come right up to the tank here, pick their goldfish, and I'm pretty excited about that. We'll put a green reset 100 in the corner over there. I have a waste line that goes down into the ground that goes into our dry well. And then come on over here. Steve built all this. These are the tanks that I bought, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. That Chris Hayes, Long Island Bonsai Supply. You guys have met Chris. These are the tanks that he had in his warehouse. He was holding for me for years. They actually weathered pretty good. They came out pretty much unscathed. We never got to take the numbers off. You see this one, the number 78. I think it went up to like 80 something. And I bought them all. I bought all the tanks. And wasn't sure if I was going to use them at one point, and I ended up selling a bunch of them to a friend of mine in Florida. And I kept just enough for us. We basically had just enough to do this whole section. The cool thing about these tanks, I know this is really high up, but we're going to have a rolling stairway, probably coming next week, that'll allow us to get to the top tanks here. And Steve did a great job with the filtration. He did the sump method. Right now, right now we just have some basic media in here, but if you guys recognize the tanks down here, I actually ended up, we were trying to figure out the best size sump that we could put under here, and we were looking at fish tanks, we were looking at storage boxes, and the measuring tubs were actually the perfect. As Steve's like, you know, you got this measuring tub, I think that's going to work out really good, it's going to fit in perfectly. So we tried it and it was perfect. So we got 6 of them and we have a sump. So it's run by section. So each section has 5 tanks. Everything is plumbed in together here. We're running off of DC pumps here. We did the Pariah pumps, and you can see it's kind of like a dial of flow style. So you can dial in the amount of flow. And we're trying to keep the watts at a minimum. So this is running at 160 watts according to what it says there. It says it's running at 160 watts. Well, I don't really know that, but we're using a lot of electricity here, and you know, Robin's ready to kill me. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to keep costs down. And so we tried out these pumps here. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how long they're going to last, but we shall see. But this whole setup came out really good. We have the aerators. We have the aerators all hooked up now, and you can see all the aerators in all the tanks are running. And the idea here is that we're going to have fancy goldfish. So we have a lot of ideas for fancy goldfish, pearl scales, and whole orandas and things like that. So we're going to do some really nice high-end goldfish in these tanks. I think the first section here is going to be other pond fish, orphs, maybe some catfish, and tadpoles, stuff like that. Huh? Plecos. Yeah, we're going to do plecos. So we'll have a section for other fish besides goldfish as well. We haven't fully flushed it out yet. We did have an issue where we had the aerators up a little bit too high last night. And Michael and Gabe came in first, and they were like, what the F? There was water everywhere, and basically the water was actually coming out of the tanks. Oh, and I said, guys, I said, what the F? And the reason why I said what the F, and I didn't actually curse, because last week someone had commented that they were watching the show and they didn't like the language I was using. And so I'm going to do my best to watch my language. I get it. I understand. I'll do my best to. It's hard for me because cursing is part of my my everyday. But I don't want anyone to not watch the show because I may be cursing. Any comments or questions before we get started? We're going to go over to speak with Mauro in a minute. Hi, Mom. As in my mom? My mom is watching? What? Hi, Mom. Good morning. Oh, and listen, today is Travis's birthday. My son Travis, you guys know Travis. Today is his birthday. It's also my cousin Ryan's birthday. Well, my nephew is Travis's cousin Ryan. And yeah, wow, my mom's on. Very cool. All right, she's never watched the show. She's only watched the show after. So yeah, so we're going to walk around. We're going to go through the Tosai house, and we're going to go and talk to Mauro. I'm really excited about what we have here. Any questions about this stuff, you know, you guys can always ask. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We can walk. It's not really raining too hard. Looks like the rain slowed down a little bit. So we have all of our aquatic plants in. So we have our marginal plants here. We also have all of our water lilies. That one blew out. That one's supposed to be on the shelf over there, the empty one. Floating plants just came in. So we have hyacinth and some water lettuce. I'm excited we finally got those in. Apparently we're like, according to my guy, he's like very few people in the whole country have hyacinth right now. We're going to get you guys out of the rain. But we have lotus over here. And we're heading on over to the bonsai house. We're doing it. We're doing it. You guys have been here before. Here's Chris. Say good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
And this is Mauro Stemburger.
Hello, guys.
Good morning, Mauro. How are you today?
Very good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. We're glad you're able to come.
Thank you.
So Mauro is working on a few trees. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Mauro Stemburger. I'm from Italy, raised and born in Italy. I live in Feltre. It's a beautiful medieval town in the middle of the Dolomites, 1 hour north of Venice. And I'm used to travel to US and all over the world to do bonsai.
And do you teach bonsai as well?
I teach bonsai. I have actually schools in Italy, obviously in Germany, Brazil, here in the United States, in Chicago, for example. But then I also do open workshop in different parts of the country.
Nice.
Tomorrow I will be here in Long Island for the Long Island Bonsai Club, doing a lecture and a workshop. So
very cool. Excellent.
Keep me busy.
Yes. What is your specialty?
So I do basically bonsai 360 degrees from the collecting, from the collecting material in the mountain to basic styling. This morning we styled this fir that was collected in Colorado, for example.
Here, come check this one out.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, here, I'm gonna give you the microphone here. Put that right on there.
Perfect. So yeah, this is a fir, a Douglas fir, probably collected originally in Colorado, a very old tree. You can see this is the typical, what we call for bonsai, yamadori. That means a tree collected in the mountain. It's probably a tree around between 200 and 300 years old.
Really?
Yeah, it was a tree growing between rocks for many, many years. And you can see a lot of that wood, that did this crazy look of the trunk, probably being under the snow for a long period during winter, avalanches, rock felling, boulders, hard life.
Yeah.
So this tree was collected maybe 5 or 6 years ago. They needed time to recover, and then now it was strong enough to be basically manipulated.
Wow.
So yeah, we use a rebar to bend up this section of the trunk that originally was down, covering this beautiful area here. So always we want to give the feeling of an old tree, creating, trunk line, taper. The style of this one is almost like a double trunk. This lower branch is almost like a second tree, and then we have the primary tree. And basically my work is with the use of wire. In this case we use aluminum wire. It's a little bit more gentle. We also use copper wire, but in this case I use aluminum wire and some guy wire. We start by recreating a little bit the shape of the trunk line and then the branches. That was the work of the morning.
So guys, I don't know if you can see, it may be hard to see through the video here, but there is wire, and it's different size wire, I guess, for different areas of the tree.
Exactly.
You can see really thin wire along the branches, and as Mauro was saying, I mean, you're basically saying you're trying to style this in this kind of similar to what you have going on here.
Yeah, this is the front of the tree. So basically, you want to show the best part of the trunk with the beautiful base. The shari, this is the shari, so the dead wood in the trunk is called shari. You see, this is that. Around the tree, kind of recallus over, try to protect its integrity from rotting away. So we put in evidence the trunk line and then shape the branches using the wire.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I see you have some areas here where the bark is stripped off.
Exactly, differently from what is in the dead wood in the trunk. It's called shari, and this is a branch that died, or we act as it died, and is a gin. So we create those gin from the branches that we're not gonna use for the shape. So we act as they died, and they basically create these spikes. Something that I'm actually doing also here on this little juniper. So the unnecessary branches for the future styling, I cut them off, and then I transform them in a gin.
And I mean, you started with this tree. I mean, you have. It's hard for like,
Yeah.
you, Michael, but for me, like I have to be able to like you have a vision of where
Sure.
you want this.
I take one that was not touched and bring it here, so you can have an idea.
The ability to see through the foliage. to what
So,
it should be.
This is the original material, Itogawa juniper, that is considered a pre-bonsai. It's not a tree collected in the nature, so it's not a Yamadori, but it's a tree from a nursery specialized for creating bonsai material. You can see already the tree has a little bit of a trunk, has a movement because probably when it was still a twig, it was wired to give a little bit of movement. So what I did on the other tree was basically clean the inner foliage that is not necessary. I need to see the eventual structure of the tree. And then again, analyze which one could be a good trunk line. So the visual connection between the base and the apex. Select my trunk line according to my taste and some basic general rules of bonsai. And then remove what is not necessary. That is something I did on the other one. And then the next step will be wiring and positioning the branches.
Interesting. Now you said you started out the conversation saying movements.
Yeah. So you know, everything is about what we can call, and I think it's the same from my little knowledge about koi. Everything in bonsai is about the body. A beautiful tree has a beautiful body. That means has a beautiful trunk line. So how more attractive is the trunk line, better and more valuable is the bonsai. So everything is about putting in evidence, highlighting the trunk line of the tree. Some tree has a very thin trunk line that we can consider feminine. Some other trees has a fat trunk line that we can consider masculine. And then using the branches, basically the branches become the frame for that trunk, because with the branches we move the eyes of the observer along the trunk line to basically tell a story and showing the piece of art that is the bonsai.
Interesting. Now you mentioned feminine versus masculine.
Yes.
Now I don't know how old this tree is.
This is pretty young, probably is a tree between 7 and 10 years old. Differently from... okay, so...
He's an expert. I just know because where I bought it from.
Okay, so the other one obviously is a much older tree, because this is a tree grew in a nursery with good soil, good water, good fertilizer, so the tree you can see grow very fast. The other one is a tree that was challenging by nature and tried to survive the elements, so maybe a drought summer, so no water, kill some branches, and the tree has to wait until September, October for the first rain to get some moisture, or eventually even use his canopy as basically a net to trap the moisture from the air, because in the Rockies sometimes there is no rain for 3 months. So these trees in a rock, they have to find a way to survive. So it's a totally different life from this other guy.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Could a tree that looks feminine, well, maybe this tree looks much more feminine a long time ago.
I will define that tree more masculine, because he has a strong look in the trunk with this crazy band. It's not like a movement that is more gracious. Makes sense in English. So sorry for my English, you know. So more elegant. This is a more masculine, big base, kind of a straight first part, and then this kind of a gnarly band of the trunk. So yeah, I will define that one more masculine.
But over time, a tree that's feminine now could turn into a...
Obviously, it all depends where is the final goal of the bonsai. So we always work today for tomorrow. It's never like a finish work because obviously the tree keep growing. The evolution of the tree is always on the way,
Right.
and always the goal is for the long time project to arrive in a certain type of aesthetic.
Steve, could you check? Yeah, sorry, but
Oh, no problem.
so what you're saying, and I guess I never really thought about it. You're like, I plant a tree, and I'm kind of like, all right, it's kind of done. A bonsai is really never done.
Never done. They always need maintenance because every year you have to prune, or when they are in development, you maybe need to prune a branch but let grow another branch because your final goal is still to maybe elongate one side of the tree,
Right.
to rebalance the visual weight of the tree in a certain way. Or when the tree is done, you have to maintain the tree with soft touch 1 or 2 times a year to maintain the shape. Yeah, it's cool. Bonsai is beautiful. Sorry?
I have a very soft one.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people are on right now? 19. Does anyone have any questions? While
Slipping today.
well, I know it's you know what, we started late. We had some technical issues this morning, so we started a little late today. Anyone have any questions for Mauro?
But one of our viewers mentioned your website.
Yeah,
Bonsai Dream.
exactly. So my, let's say, artistic name is Italian Bonsai Dream. I have a website, I have a YouTube channel, so Mauro Stemburger or Bonsai Dream. You can find me everywhere. I have Facebook, Instagram, so just Bonsai Dream, and you can find my content. You can look at my videos. I do a lot of video on YouTube where I explain. I'm very fascinated, and I was always fascinated by the transformation. So actually my symbol is the koi dragon from Japan. That is the symbol of transformation. So I love to start from like a bush and transform, there is a video on my YouTube channel, from bush to beauty. So transform a bush into a bonsai. So that's always my goal. That's why I became famous all over the world, because, people, put me in front of a material and I have to transform it. So that's my work, basically.
So Mauro was working on this piece over here. He just brought this one over. Get
Yeah.
a good look at this right here, because we're going to come back.
Sure?
I'm gonna put this back on the table here. We have a question.
Someone is asking, do you do any forests or is it all single?
Forest? Yeah, sure. Sometimes we use multiple trees. So, everything is, as I said, according to the artistic goal that we have. Sometimes we find trees that has a similar look, and so we can match them together and create a forest. The forest, bonsai is also one of the most difficult style to do, because you have to create a lot of perspective to create a good forest. So planting the bigger trees in the front, smaller trees in the back, create a point of exit in the back of the forest, because you need to give this a certain perspective. But yeah, is a style that sometimes I do. It's always, I'm an architect by formation. I studied architecture in Venice, and then I decided that I prefer to do bonsai master rather than an architect. So it's like building a house. You need to have a project and then fulfill all the part to reach the final result. And the bonsai is the same way.
Right. Very cool. Any other questions? Okay. So, while we're waiting for some more questions, so Mauro is working on this tree right here. So get a good look at this right here, because although it's not going to be done with this tree, and as he said, bonsai are never done, we're going to go and we're going to do some fish, and then when we come back, we'll take another look and see where he's at. But it's great for you guys to take a look. This table spins.
Yeah, it's got the lockdown.
Should spin.
Lockdown.
So the table spins around. So this is pretty cool. It allows you to work on all angles, kind of like you see, like a cake decorator will actually work on a cake on a Lazy Susan. They do the same kind of thing where they can work on all angles and they don't have to go all around it. They can just spin the tree around to work on it. Chris actually has some that he custom made. Chris is a fabricator of everything, and he actually made those so that if you wanted to work on it, it actually locks. We actually sell these.
Sale at the store.
We do sell these at the store. Chris, how much are they?
I don't remember. They're called Blue Ecos.
The 300?
I think they're a little less. Something like that. 275, something like that. 275 if you want one
They're
now.
$295, but if you want it right now, it's $275. All right.
Something like that.
So we're going to come back and take a look at this tree in a little while. Mauro, thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions? All right. So if any other questions come up, we'll certainly bring them back to you. But thank you for.
Thank you so
being
much.
here.
Thank you for having me here.
And we're very lucky
Thank you.
to have this man here. He's very hard to get, and I consider him, he's a friend, and he helps me out, and this is a great thing. So I suggest everyone look at his website, check out his Instagram, follow him. His stuff is awesome. He is one of my favorite artists, and he's a great person, which is a bonus. So follow.
Well, let's go back to that. So, all right, your website is
ItalianBonsaiDream.com.
ItalianBonsaiDream.com.
My Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, Bonsai Dream.
Bonsai Dream.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, just email us, and I'll get back you to the info for him, so you can
All right.
follow him.
So Chris, one of the other things that came up is that Mauro is here and is going to be going to meet with which club is this one?
Long Island Bonsai Society.
The Long Island. Okay, so can you give us some information about the Long Island Bonsai Society? So perhaps some people might be interested in joining.
We meet once a month at Planting Fields Arboretum. The website is longislandbonsaisociety.com. I forgot what my position is in the club, but I book all the talent to come in and do lecture demos. We do a lecture demo at every class. We auction off the tree at the end. Membership, I believe, is $45 for a single person. We have auctions. It's a great group to just get together, and people of like mind, like people who love bonsai, just talk about bonsai, because at home your other might not really care or want to talk about it. So it's nice to be in an environment where everyone shares the passion. If you have any other questions about the club, feel free to contact us. I'll get you the info. Would love to see you at a meeting.
Yeah,
Tomorrow night is a
we're
meeting.
gonna do 9 to 1.
9 to 1, and then 1
week of members trees at the planting field, and then in the afternoon from 1 to 4 I will do a demo on a
really old
that,
spruce.
is over there.
And anyone can show up.
You'd contact me, and then I would get you the pass so you could show up. First time is free, and then you would sign up after that if you were interested.
Right.
It's well worth the drive to see this man work.
Cool. And we're going to see some more of his work today. We'll come back in a little while. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thank you guys.
Very nice interview, Sean. You're getting better.
Oh, well, yeah. All right, we're going to go this way and let them do their thing. So, Gabe is helping some customers with some fish. You can see him helping some customers over there. What are you guys interested in today? We can start with smaller koi, or we can go over to the bigger koi. I was thinking about starting with the bigger koi today, because we always start with the smaller koi. But, Michael, what do you think?
Medium koi.
You want to start with the bigger koi today? All right, we're going to start with some bigger koi today. Come on this way. It is pouring again. So here we are in the big koi house. Oh, sure. So we have all our filtration set up. If you guys haven't seen this, how many people are on now? 30 people are on. All right, so what I have here, I have two 6.3s. Now, a 6.3 is a 6 cubic foot, 3-inch bead filter. When I say 3 inch, all the plumbing is 3-inch on the system, so I can get a lot more flow through. The name of the game here is what we call turnover. We have this conversation all the time during the show. Turnover is your key to success. So turnover being the amount of times you can turn the pond over in an hour. So we can turn over the pond a lot quicker, a lot more with a 3-inch versus a 2-inch. So I have dual 6.3s for the big tank here, and over here I have 10.3, so it's a 10 cubic foot 3 inch, and these are for the front tanks over there. So here are our big guys, and we'll stop right over here. Oh, Michael's going to go there. You know what? I'm going to grab, Mauro, you know what? You're going to grab some food for me, and you're going to feed them. So hold on 1 second. So Mauro, what I want you to do, because we've talked about training our fit. Wow, this is, hello, right here is like an echo spot, right here. So we've talked about training the fish, and there's positives and negatives to training your fish to come and eat out of your hands and come out. So, you know, they'll start coming because they know where the food's coming from. The positives are, I mean, you're getting close to your fish, and you know they're part of the family, and it's exciting that they come out and they come and they greet you. It's just really cool. The negatives to having your fish being trained and you know, coming up to the surface to get fed is that they're really not afraid of anything, and that means that predators that come up could easily take them out of the pond. So you're doing that. Do we lose connection? All right. So it took, and these guys, everything that's in here came in this year. It took us, what, 2 weeks? It took us about 2 weeks to train these fish to eat out of our hands. And every single one of these fish was scared in the beginning. And then it just took one fish and another fish. And guys, I know that I always say this, but the Ochiba is always, they say Ochiba, the Chagoi is always the first one to come up and eat out of our hands. The Chagoi, for whatever reason, they're always the first to come and eat out of your hand. They're always the friendliest. They're always the one that trains all the other fish. No one really knows the reason why. It just is. And it doesn't matter where the Chagoi come from around the world, they're always the friendliest. So if you go and you take food and you throw it out every time you go out to the ponds, the fish are always going to wait for you to walk away, and they're going to eat, and then they don't have to bother with you. But if you hold the food in your hand and you're very consistent with where you stand and how you feed them every single time, they'll eventually get used to you, and then they'll start eating out of your hands. You can see, I'm just going to put my hand in the water here, and all these guys, these are all fish that didn't eat out of my hands, were afraid of me, and now they all know that I'm not going to harm them. And they're all super friendly. You can pet them. Well, you know if they like being pet, but you can pet them. And it's just a really, it kind of changes the whole dynamic. And it's funny, like I say, dynamic. I've always been a designer of organic ponds, so moss rock and fieldstone, and a formal pond setting was never really my thing until I built these. And now, like, I come in here, we put the chairs here, and I just kind of like sit on the ledge, and I can just put my hand in, and it's very accessible having this type of design. And if you're thinking about building a pond, doing something like this, you know, I would now consider doing something like this, where in the past, I never considered doing a formal pond. Now, as long as you're doing below, you know, so you need to do in the ground and out of the ground, and because geothermally, the earth is going to heat the pond to an extent. If the pond is just above ground, it's going to be exposed to the cold air during the winter, you're really narrowing the chances of survival for the fish. But if the pond is in the ground and then comes out, the fish still have a place to go. Geothermally, the earth is going to heat the pond to an extent, and they're in a much safer zone than if you just had it above ground. Give these guys a little bit more food here. Any questions, guys? There you go. Check out these Showa from Maruse. I have a couple in here that are absolutely, well, I mean, you know, everything in here is gorgeous, but these Showa, I just love. Here you go, buddy. The The huge Surrey are from Shinoda. Red. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We have 4 of those in here. Most of these fish are from Mauro Koi Farm. Just gorgeous. Any questions, please ask. Ask away. We're going to put some fish in a bowl. We're going to see what you guys are interested in. I'm going to start. Why don't you chill out here? I'm going to pull some fish. Mauro, you can keep feeding him if you want. So just grabbing a couple of fish when it gets started. I know that you guys like butterfly. I have a couple of butterfly in here too. It is really raining hard today. Hi, Michael. So we have a couple of fish in here. Guys, these are big fish. As always, we have free shipping when you spend $650 or more on Southwest Cargo. If you're looking to ship with a different method, we will have to charge for that. So what we have here, guys, these are $600. Okay, it's an amazing price for fish, number one, this size and this quality. So we have fish from a couple of different breeders here. We have Shinoda. We have Aoki. Here's a Kuman Ryu. You can see the Sumi Black is coming out on this fish. So it's starting to come up on this. This is a big fish. This fish is every bit of 15, 16 inches. Here's a nice huge Surrey from Shinoda. Looks female. Here's a Kinki Surrey butterfly. Here's a Ginrin Goshiki, and this Ginrin Goshiki is from Aoki. There's a really nice Kujaku. Check out the reticulation and the scales on this fish. Look at that black line going across his nose there. It's pretty cool. Black eyes, black as black could be. And look at this. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous Ginrin Showa from Shinoda. This is a big fish. This 17-inch fish. Again, heated surly 17-inch. These are going for $600 each. Any feedback, any comments, any interest? Let me know. If not, guys, let me know what you're looking for today, and we'll go and find it for you. Any comments? Any feedback? We know if comments are working today. Good. Hey, Joe. In the Ginrin? Joe, this Ginrin shell is gorgeous. It's yours if you want it. $600. Good morning, Joe. Now, you butterfly fans, I have a couple more butterfly in here if you're interested. Guys, again, these are $600. All right, Joe, it's yours. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, do we have any takers on anything else in this bowl? You want me to put it in the last one over there? Or I like to put it in the bowl. I will do that. I do. I do. Thank you, Michael. And guys, check this out. I'm not plugging this in. These are our battery backup aerators. Goes up to 60 LPM. It's not plugged in right now. Look at that. How cool is that? Can last up to 24 hours depending on what speed it's on. I do have a few of these in stock if you're interested. Yeah. Is there anything else in this bowl you guys are interested in before I put them back? Thank you, Joe. Yeah, these prices are amazing. I mean, you will not get prices like this anywhere else. I can guarantee it. And these are wholesale prices. Any takers on anything else in here before I put them back, guys? Going once? Going twice. Alright, we're going to grab some other stuff here. Sorry, guys. I have some more Ginrin Showa we're going to grab. I can't believe no one grabbed this gorgeous Fujaku. It's in the tank. You guys know that you can watch the show later. You can always take a screenshot and send it to me. Let me know if it's something that you're interested in. I'm going to grab some more Showa. I do have some more in here. give me a minute. I have Showa and I have some Deutsch Showa in here. I even have a butterfly Showa. Guys, if someone doesn't take this Deutsch Showa, you guys are crazy. Crazy if someone doesn't take that Deutsch Showa right there. For $600, that's a $2,000 fish. I'm only able to do this because, you know, I'm able to pass on. If I'm able to get a good deal in Japan, then you guys are going to benefit. What was that? All right, Maggie, it's yours. There is a Ginrin Showa. Which one is it? Yeah. You have a Ginrin Showa, very nice, and a Ginrin and a Showa butterfly. Let me see what else I can find here. Okay, I got another Kujaku.
Hi, John.
Hey, Gary, what's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just pulling some fish for we're just doing a live show. Here's another very interesting Kujaku. And a very, very large Hiutsuri. Guys, $600. You can't beat $600 for those fish. Just looking for a couple more here. Wow, check out this Kumanryu. This fish should not be in the $600 tank. Look at that. All right. Yes. Yes. This Hiutsuri is definitely female. Right here. I'm going to say this Ginrin Showa is female too. This one and this one right here are females. Which one did you want, Rob? Very nice fish. Check out this Kumanryu, guys. I think this Kumanryu is female too. Someone should just buy this whole bowl. At $600 a fish. Check out this funky Kujaku with the black scales.
Rob McCabe takes this black red.
The Hiutsuri? Rob, it's yours. Got it?
I will.
You want to take it in somewhere else, or I mean, that's a good one. Good picks, very good picks. Good. Yes. Any what? We've sold out on all our big shusui, I believe. I think we have. I think the last one just recently sold. Maggie, if I have any more, I will come back to you. I don't think that I do. I don't believe that I do. Guys, do we have any takers for what's in this bowl right now? And we have some really nice fish here. That would be a shame that someone didn't take advantage. This is all sumi coming up on this fish. Okay, these fish are not done. Now, these are just 2-year-olds. This is a big fish. See how big this fish is, guys? Look at this. This fish is 18 inches for $600. You know what? You guys are crazy not to take advantage. I'd say this shell butterfly looks female as well. I think they all look female. Probably female. Do I have any takers on anything else in here? Look at this Kuman Ryu, guys. Symmetrical Motoguru. What a gorgeous fish. This is an opportunity to get some big fish, very, very nice fish, at a ridiculously low price. Anyone else? Give you a couple of seconds to think about it, guys. We're going up to the higher end fish after this, so I don't know if it's a pricing or it's just not the right fish. Yeah, well, what else are you looking for? In this tank, I have some butterfly. Any male Showa. So in the $800, I have some Showa, possibly male. But in here, I am going to say no. I'm going to turn the air and the water up so I can see a little bit better in here. I have another amazing Deutsch Showa. This fish should definitely not be in the $600. I'll grab both of these. I'd like to see someone take advantage of this stuff. Come on, guys. Look at that Deutsch Showa for $600. All this sumi is coming up here, guys. Red, big fish. And here's a Ginrin Kohaku. Guys, take a look at these. Kumin Kujaku from Shinoda. Very unique fish. Here's a a Showa butterfly. Here is a Ginrin Showa from Shinoda. Do we have any other takers? Come on, guys. Going once. Can't believe you guys aren't taking advantage of this. Going twice. Really? Guys, these are $600 for some really big fish. You want to add a fish to your pond that's going to pop? One of these is going to do it. How many people we have on? 38 people. All right, we're going to move on. Did you want? Well, the what? The shower? The little one, the 28 inch, I have one left. Okay. Okay. All right. So, guys, I guess no one's taking these. You want to get Gabe? All right. I'm going to go see how far Gabe is. Just keep an eye on these. All right, let me give him the microphone.
Alright guys, while Sean is doing his thing, I'm going to move over to the other tank. So I'm going to put the phone down because I'm the only one here. Then we're going to move on. So just bear with me for a little bit. Rob, the butterfly Showa is female, yes. Okay, Rob, no problem. I'll get. Just give me 1 second, guys. Pull this one back out. Yes. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
You know when I come and get it or whatever.
Yeah.
Put 300 down on the other 28 inch.
Take a shower.
Okay.
Yeah, because I only have one.
Yeah, that's all I have. Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
Sure. Be good. Make a lot of money.
No problem, Rob. I'll get this one down for you.
All right. Butterfly shell I just sold as well. Who took this one? Okay. All right. So what else do we have in here that we can show you guys? Huh? You want to go over to the 800s? I have a couple more butterfly in here. You want to see the butterfly? There's a very big, gorgeous Ginrin Kohaku. Super, super white Shiroji. I have a Garomo butterfly. There's another Hiyutsuri, very big. Hiyutsuri, really cool mask. And a Garomo butterfly. Alright, so it looks female. Body shape looks female. It looks female. We have a Garomo butterfly here. I have what would be a Kohaku butterfly, but he's got a black spot on his nose. A unique black spot. And then check out this Ginrin Kohaku. Look at the Shiroji, the white on this is super, super, super white. Guys, these are $600 each. Not finished, you can see more Sumi coming up on this Hiyutsuri. Really cool mask. Symmetrical black pectorals. Any takers? I have plenty of Hiyutsuri, guys. If you're interested in Hiyutsuri, I probably have more Hiyutsuri than anyone in the country. I got a lot of Hiyutsuri. Who is interested in the Hiyutsuri? All right, it's yours. Good. Anything else here before I go to the next stage? The next stage. The gorgeous kohaku, Goromo butterfly, and a kohaku butterfly. Nope? Okay. We are moving on. Guys know you can always take a picture. I'm going to put some water so I can move it over there. Okay. Now we're moving over to the 800s. There are some really nice fish in here. Some very big fish in here. Come on, buddy. All right, very diverse tank of fish here. We have a gorgeous goshiki, red, and black is really a Kyoto goshiki, really dark black. That's from Aoki. Check this out. Deutz Kohaku from Shinoda. Very nice. This is sure it's really, I mean, I would say important. It's still a gorgeous fish. It does have 2 orange spots. An orange spot on his head. But really gorgeous otherwise. Really nice fish. Marahiro. This is a Ginrin Kiyutsuri from Marahiro. And here's Ochiba. Definitely a female Ochiba. Very, very nice reticulation. Guys, these are $800 each. Big fish. Fish are ranging from 15 inches to at least 18. We have 15 to 18 inch fish here. Very, very nice. Got a lot of unique fish in this tank. Do we have any takers? How many people are on? 36 people on. Now, if you guys are looking for something specific, you got to let me know. I'm just going to keep pulling out what I think is really cool fish. Definitely have a unique bowl of fish here. No. I got to pull the other two levels, which I don't think are built yet. Do we have any takers? This gorgeous Koshiki at $800, guys. Hey, what's going on? Those are all sold? Yeah. These are $800 each. It's an amazing price. Look at this Koshiki, guys. Yeah, this Koshiki is gorgeous. Scott, this super is red. Very nice fish for $800. That is from Aoki. This is from Mauro Hero. This is a Ginrin Kiyutsui. Sumi is still coming up on this fish. Really nice. Super yellow. I mean, look at this fish, guys. What a gorgeous fish. Amazing fish from Mauro Hero. Wow. Soon. Yeah, I don't think the show is going to be very long today.
Let me see if he can wait till 2. Otherwise, what's good?
To the right, yeah, I'll send you over to Fan Chinese place. Yeah, that place is good. Do I have any takers on anything in this bowl? Come on, guys. It kills me when people don't jump on these amazing offers. Going once. We have 38 people on stuff. 20. How we drop so many people so quickly? Yeah. Yeah, super white, super black. Still filling in. Probably nicely ask the fish to make that go away. And I love Deutz Kohaku. It's a very nice Deutz Kohaku. Look at this Koshiki, guys. What a nice Koshiki. Super red. You're not going to find a fish like that for $800 anywhere. All right, going once. Large oddballs. I mean, we have in here. Let me take a look. I have that Deutsch Garomo. Not large, but since these are not going. What was that? I can't hear you. The Goshiki is, okay. I have a couple of fish in here. Where is that Deutsch Garomo? It was in here. Right, hadn't she picked, she had picked that, right? Alright, so this is what we're going to do is I'm going to put these guys back. We'll pick some other fish out because no one's jumping on these, surprisingly, but I mean, these were in here, mixing them. Huh? I mean, can we put them back in there? Huh? No, can I? So I'll put them in here and then we'll go from there to there. Let me just get that. Is this Goshiki available, Michael? Okay. Yep, that's still in there, okay. The one that's still swimming around, you mean? All right, Scott, maybe you'll pick this Goshiki instead. Now I have everything in here, 800. Still 800 on this bowl here. I have a really nice Ginrin Platinum. Deutsch Showa. Shurutsuri. Yamabuki. There's a very yellow Yamabuki. We'll check out this Goshiki. Very nice pattern. Oh, Scott, if you can see this one. These are all going for 8. I'll do this Kikiko here for 7. I'll do the Shiro for 7 as well. Any takers on anything? You want to see anything up close? How's it going, Alan? Hey, Ralph. What's up, Lorna? There's 34 people on. How's it going, Ralph? Thanks, Mike. We have any takers, any interest in anything in this bowl? Anything you want to see up close? Ugh. You guys are awfully quiet today. Any takers on anything in this bowl before I put them back? What's going on, Jerry? All right, guys, we're going to move on. Thank you, Kathy. So these guys are between 16 and 18 inches. Have to be picky. I understand, Scott. What does that say? I have a special guest coming to see the pond. I understand. All right, I'm going to put these guys back then, guys. You know, you can take screenshots and let me know. Right. I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to put these over there. On these guys are 800 each. What's going on, Tung? Or I'll make you a deal for the whole bowl. Let me know if you're interested, Tung, before I put these guys back. If there's something else you're looking for, let me know. Going once. Going twice. All right, we're going to move on. Let's see what we can get. Let me put a little more water in here. Let me squeeze in here, Michael. There's a very, very big hikasui. Every bit of 20 inches on that fish. Check out this Showa, guys. 800 bucks on this Showa. You can't beat it. That's crazy talk. It must be insane. Check out this Showa too. $800 on this. Wow. Please say someone's going to take this fish. Guys, these are $800. This is a... Look at the size of this kikasui, guys. This is a 20-inch fish for 800 bucks. Look at this Showa from Shinoda. Deutsche Showa from Shinoda. It looks like someone took black ink and poured it on top of this fish.
Is that Showa male?
This is a male from Mauro. This fish is gorgeous. Look at this fish. This fish is amazing. If someone doesn't take this fish, it's going into my collection. Gorgeous male Showa. What an amazing fish. Red. Really nice balance pattern. I love that fish. If someone doesn't take this Showa today, I'm going to be shocked. The second Showa is male. All right, male Showa is yours. You good?
Yeah.
I have a few more Showa in here too. Let me see what else I can grab. Someone take one of these fish, please. Check out this Ginrin Showa here. Look at that. Wow. Let's see what else I can find.
Maggie Dunning is asking for any big Fujaki.
All right, give me a second, Maggie. I'm still looking, but here is a giant kohaku. I'm looking for some kujaku. I see one. I think I saw one. I have a very, very unique Ginrin kujaku here. This guy is very unique. Michael, pull that fish up so they can see it a little better. This is a very unique Ginrin kujaku. I know that I have more kujaku. I think I have some larger kujaku that are not in the $800 range. I am looking though. What? Oh, really? We'll go and take a look at that in a minute. Alright, so guys, take a look at what we have here in this bowl. We have this gorgeous, gorgeous kohaku. Probably 18. This is going to be a very, very big fish. Going for $800. It's a steal.
What a bargain!
What a bargain. Look at this. Look at this Ginrin Showa from Shinoda.
That's a nice fish.
This is a nice fish. For $800?
That's a nice fish.
Wow. Check out this Deutsch Showa.
That's my favorite. I like that one too. I like that. Beautiful. Nice.
Look at that. Someone took a bottle of ink and just poured it over the back of this fish.
That's got a good sumi on that thing.
Kikasui. Big Kikasui. Looks female. Do I have any takers before we move on? You guys are killing me. You got 29 people on. How's it going, Robert? Hey, Heath. Mark, what's going on, buddy? Hi, Linda. Do we have any takers? Guys, these are big fish. With the exception of the kujaku here, you got the fish in here are 18 to 20 inches. That's it. I'm digging another hole. Joe, you're too funny. If I have any takers on any of these fish before I put them back, these are $800 each.
What's the price on these?
For the next 5 minutes.
$800 each.
In the next 5 minutes. 775. So, good.
the show are both males?
Huh?
Are the show are both males?
775. Wow. So
The
take
show
the
are
show.
both males?
Watch. Try it. Yeah. I was right last time.
This one's female?
Female on the Ginner and Showa. Can we do it?
Both are female.
Both female. Both Showas are female. They definitely look female.
Oh, not too bad.
$800 each.
If you left them in the bowl for a couple of hours, yeah, but this is okay. If you want more stuff in a little fucking box for 2 days, comes from there. But this is okay.
Guys, don't forget you get free shipping on Southwest Cargo.
775 for the next time.
Deal of a lifetime right there.
You want me to be crazy, Eddie? I'll do it.
Do I have any takers before we move on?
You could experiment.
Anthony, let me know. You got two gorgeous Showa here, females. Big fish. They're 18-inch fish.
It's so long.
Going once.
I will give you the extra 25. I will do it.
Going twice.
In honor of Mauro, I'll do it.
What does that say?
Spilled ink. I used to teach ninth grade calligraphy.
What?
Mark was an art teacher, so spilled ink was always on that stuff.
Cool.
I like that fish a lot.
All right. So Chris and Mauro stepped in. They took a break from cutting their trees and styling trees. What is this?
Did I miss a smaller fish for today? I can go back and rewatch.
Hey, Max. Max, we didn't do smaller fish. We jumped right to bigger fish today. So Chris and Mauro came in here, and they were like, Sean, like, you got to do some kind of special today. So I will go to $7.75, and that's the lowest I will go on these fish today in this bowl, right here. $7.75. Any fish in this bowl, I'll go. What?
Don't forget to say each one.
$7.75 for each on these fish in the bowl
That would have been a
for
deal.
the next 5 minutes, and then we're moving on.
You guys are crazy. That show is beautiful.
Chris and Mauro want to have ramen, so
Yeah.
we may have to cut this show
I'm
early.
gonna cut this show short, folks. I'm already ponying up $25 so that you guys can get a good deal.
$7.75 each, guys. Look at these female Ginwin Showa from Shinoda for $7.75. Again, Big Showa, female, $7.75. Look at this Kohaku, guys. Come on,
The hop is a good fish.
it's a good
It's
fish.
got nothing on the tail, so it's clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
Show quality fish.
And the biggest fish in here is Kikasui. $7.75 each. Do I have any takers?
Come on.
You got 4 minutes left. And you get free shipping on Southwest Cargo. Come on, guys.
And we'll throw in an autographed picture of me.
No way.
Yes.
Chris,
I know
Chris,
it sounds amazing.
Chris is going to give an autographed picture of himself, too. We got 3 minutes left. Going for $7.75. As for Mauro and Chris, they're going for $7.75 each. These are some really big fish. Plus, you get free shipping.
2 minutes
I'm getting up, getting ready to put them back in.
Or actually, where
Do I have any takers before we move on, guys?
and that's actually considered big. And if that pattern separates, it's a 3-step. It's a foot. I don't. That's like a big floor.
60 seconds left. Good, how are you?
Smells like ramen.
All right, we're moving on. I tried, guys. I did try. You guys can always take a screenshot and send it to me if you see something. I will honor what we discussed during the show afterwards. What do I do? Huh? Well, those are going to get moved. Do you want to go do some smaller fish with Gabe? All right, I think we're going to call it for today.
We have to go show the tree.
Let's go show the tree, and no, let's move them, and someone will follow me in to do the tree, or I can just we can do 2 koi socks. Of course, yeah. So this is the big koi house. I also have the small koi house next door. Yeah. You take half. I'll take half. We're gonna move these guys.
Are we doing this all in the new tank, I guess?
Sure.
Can't really leave it
What-
like that. Right?
what-
There's too many sides.
Okay. We're gonna move these guys to their holding tank inside. The smaller koi are in the greenhouse right next door. We're gonna go over and see your stuff. We're just gonna move these.
I think you'll be impressed at what he's
We should have taken a picture too. I thought it was.
I always forget when we talk about that. I constantly forget to do that.
I don't know which one you're pointing at. Oh, is everyone out of there?
First and last.
All right. So, as you guys know, this is our quarantine house. So sold koi all on this side here. So all these tanks are filled with sold koi. We also have some sold koi in these. These are some fish that I'm growing out in here. So these are a couple of different things in here. I have Kujaku from Issa. This is the first time Issa has ever done Kujaku. And I also have Tancho from Issa. So the Tancho in here are from Issa and the Kujaku are from Issa. The first time we purchased from them as well. We never got from them before, so we're going to grow them out and see how they come out. And I have a grow out over here too. Sorry, Mauro. Now the water is a bit murky because we're feeding like crazy. The levels are fine, but the water is very murky. So you can't really see if there's another grow out. All right, so we're going to go over. Next week we'll have the bathtub set up for you. This is actually in Chris's backyard. It has a little water feature in a bathtub. And what he did was he ran a pump underneath and he reverse engineered it so all the water is actually coming out still from here. and we put some aquatic plants in there. I'd like to put like a little shower, like a shower thing that drops down, kind of finish it off. Then we'll put a toilet bowl on the side with a maybe with a water lily in it. I don't know.
We can do a thing. There.
Yeah. No? Alright. So, Mauro was just finished. He just finished. You finished the so, if you guys remember before, if you were on the show before, if you were on the show before, Mauro Stemburger was working on a tree that we showed you, and he was just started with that tree. So we're going to go back now, and we're going to go take a look at it. Here's a tree that he was working on, and it has taken on a completely different style. It looks like a completely different tree.
So,
Wow.
I'll show you the example again.
So what we did basically was a selection of...
I'm going to give you the microphone.
Again, you can show this is what it was similar to when it started. That it started off similar to that.
Yep.
And became this beautiful, curated gem.
So you see, we try to highlight the nice twisty trunk, push down these as a first branch, opening up. When I do a first styling, I leave some runners, so some foliage that is very strong and help the tree to recover after the styling. Obviously, is a tough transformation, removing 60%, 50% of the foliage. So always leave parts that are very strong, so they keep high the strength of the tree, and the tree can recover faster. And then open up everything, create the typical triangle shape of a bonsai, the apex, the sashieda first branch, la Eda Uchieda, that is the counterbalance branch, some nice gin, and this is generally the first styling of the tree. Along the way, the tree will start growing more compact foliage inside. We can reduce a little bit the length of these sacrifice branches for now. In a year, the tree will be a little bit more fuller. We can make more spaces and keep going with the development of the bonsai.
Wow. I mean, it is a complete transformation of what it was to what it is now. And you can see every branch, not every branch, but almost every branch on here is wired up, and it's taken each of these branches and aimed them in the direction to give that look that he was going for, to give it direction, to give it that movement that he was going for, like in his vision, and he's able to really take those branches and turn it into, what he was thinking. Pretty amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, now the wire will stay more or less for a year. We have to be careful when the wire start biting in, remove it as soon as possible. We don't want the wire to really grow into the branches, go into the branch, so we remove those pieces. If it's necessary, we have to rewire again. Let's say, generally talking, to start from a raw material and get to the final product, the tree has to be wired and rewired about 5 to 7 times before having a tree that basically stands by his own with the pads, all the foliage nice and mature with almost no wire. So yeah.
And this tree will be available for sale in about 4 weeks. When I know it's stable and I know everything is okay, the tree will be available. Not right now.
No idea what you would be looking for.
You just want to make sure it's healthy and it's still growing. And
No. Price-wise, you have any idea what something like that would go for?
$6.95.
So this tree will be available in a few weeks. And it's going to be going for $695. We do ship. We will ship if you're interested. This does not fall under the free shipping umbrella. This is a totally different animal than shipping the fish Southwest Cargo. But if you're interested in the bonsai, you can reach Chris. Chris, your phone number is
516-521-6940.
Did you guys get that? 516-521-6940 for a good time, for Chris, for a really, really, really good time. Call Chris Hayes, and he'll talk bonsai too.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're going to cut it short for today.
Ramen.
It's just one of those days. Mauro's here. We want to spend some time with him as well. I'm glad you guys hung out for
It's
a
really
couple
beautiful.
hours. I mean,
It's nice.
1:14. It
Yeah,
wasn't as long
cute.
as we would normally go for
When
one
this
of
fills
our
in, it's
shows.
going to be like a
Uh,
nice.
I know that Steve is coming today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
And then we got to
friend-
do ramen first.
Yes, we're going to go do that. So our friend Steve Becker is coming here, and he's going to come, and we're going to put a plan together to get some photo and video of the store so that we can start promoting. Guys, thank you very much. You made some great picks today. Anything you're interested in that you saw during the show, you know how to reach me. But again, it's 516-547-0164 is my cell. You can reach me at sales@coinmarket.com. You can text me. And have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.